diamonds in the rain, letting precious water through the drain. Stars were dancing in their light, paths that we could never ride. Oh, they were dancing way up high. We built these walls so we could find who could prove themselves through the waves of time. We're trying to repent before you sin. It's like giving up before you begin. Stars were dancing in their light, paths that we could never ride. Oh, they were dancing way up high. Stars were dancing in their light, future we will never ride. Dirt on our feet was bone dry, it was bone dry. Thought another goal is all we needed, taking second chances till we bleed. And when all the love had been depleted, we had but no choice to concede. As the stars were dancing in their light, the paths that we could never ride. Oh, they were dancing way up high. Stars were dancing in their light, future we will never ride. Dirt on our feet was bone dry, it was bone dry.
Even now, you're coming up to me, fire lighting up the sky. Feel the ground shaking underneath, trying to take me alive. Get ready for the fallout. Can't stop me now. I got no rival. I'ma find my way through the blood and pain game of survival. Any time or place, watch 'em run away. I got none. I'll be standing on my own, never gonna take my throne. I got no rival. Watch 'em run away. I got no, I got no rival. Paralyze my heart. Don't wanna feel your touch like ice, tracing all my scars. Why is it hurt on the inside? It's unforgivable, but I forgive you every time. Hard to let it go, 'cause we're intertwined. I break you, you break me, but something about it makes us so, baby. Every piece keeps us together in the cold. I break you break me, holding our love in chains of gold.
I told you that one day ain't never enough. You tell me I hate you, I still call you up. If we don't got trust, we can never have love. I was putting in the hours, I was. But you were calling me a liar, 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 liar. Yeah, I've been putting in the hours, I was. And it's coming down to now and now and now and now and never. I was putting in the
Welcome back to Titans of Tier 3. I am joined today by Ari Cass on the desk, and we have a great matchup for you. We have Reign Above coming up against NBT Esports. Ari, are you excited?
I am very excited. And this is the final week, right? This is week number 8. So this is the last time before we see play-ins, playoffs, and that whole shebang. Who's going to be VCT champions, or in this case, the TOT3 champions for at least this season?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a fun matchup. Reign Above is coming off of a loss on Monday, where they did lose their undefeated streak to Rise Esports. So we're going to see if they're able to pull up a win now to make their record just the one-loss record heading into playoffs, or if they're going to rack up a second in a row.
Yeah, it's going to be a very, very interesting kind of thing happening. And that interesting kind of narrative as we see these map selections will be on Bind, Icebox, and Ascent. So Ascent was that disaster comp that they at least tried that past week or so, I hear, and they fell short against Arena. But hey, that's for me to not know and the players to know how to fix and work it out.
Yeah, if we bring it to the Ascent, it's going to be interesting to see how they feel, how Reign Above looks on this map as opposed to before. But looking at Bind, Bind is always a fun map with the teleporters, with the movement going back and forth to the other side of the map. What agents are you looking out for on Bind, Ari?
Ooh, well, okay. I like to think of games in two different tiers. We have teams that don't know how to play the game and teams that do. These teams, they know how to play the game. So chances are we're not going to see a Sentinel, or at least a traditional Sentinel. You might see your Sage, you might see your Chamber, but you're not going to see, chances are, a Cypher or a Killjoy. Typically, those teams, they don't really know how to play around a no Sentinel comp in lower elo. These teams, they're a little bit more qualified in that regard, but I'd also probably expect this double controller with this Viper coming out as well.
1000%. And you brought up the Chamber. I love seeing the Chamber pick, even though it's a rare pick. Me personally, when I'm messing around in my comp lobbies, I love seeing the Chamber, going Chamber, having fun with those other agents. But in such a big game, it's going to be interesting to see which comps these teams come up with. And looks like we are going to be heading into Agent Select. We're going to have Reign Above starting on the defensive side with NBT on the attacking side. And looks like we have some interesting picks coming out at the start with Arena locked in immediately.
No, they're trolling over at NBT. There's no chance they're going Harbor Deadlock. I will lose my hat and reveal my hairline if that's the case. But I don't think that's happening.
So
there's no way they're going Harbor Deadlock. No way.
We see Reign Above looking to go a little bit more traditional, locking in that Raze, hovering that Viper. But two duelists already determined for NBT Esports. We have Ketsu on the Reyna, Talon on the Raze. Switch to Gecko, a little bit more traditional pick with the Raze and Gecko. Though we've seen Gecko replacing Sky a lot as an initiator recently, especially after the nerfs. It's been really interesting to see how Gecko and Sky play into each other. But there is that Harbor Brim double controller. Meanwhile, on the other side, it looks like we will have a Brim Viper double controller. But yeah, that Harbor came out.
Yeah, but no deadlock, so hat stays on for today.
Hat stays on.
We're good there. But, Reign Above definitely taking a more traditional style of kind of gameplay here, that with that Sky double controller and that explosive Raze Jet combo. And then for NBC, you got that kind of newer kind of meta that's coming in with that Gecko, with that Reyna that we're seeing a lot more. And then, of course, the unstoppable power that is Raze and Harbor. I certainly like to see that. Maybe instead of a Viper, you give it yourself a Harbor. It's going to give you a little bit more things to do that is a little different than Viper. So interested to see how that kind of plays out.
1000%. And I'm thinking, if I'm a Rain Above fan watching this match after Monday's match, they got destroyed by Arena in a map where you don't normally see Arena. Here comes NBT with Arena saying we can do it too. Are Rain Above going to be able to deal with it, or are they going to get wrecked by another Arena? It's going to be an interesting match, and I'm looking forward to finding out.
Yeah, and certainly this is a map that Reyna is viable on. Bind is certainly that map where you can fit in so many nooks and crannies, but also take that long space. And especially with that Sky being nerfed down, there's no flash be long every round to start it off. It's going to be a little bit tougher to get that information. So maybe that Reyna is the lurker on defense.
Maybe, yeah, but one of the interesting things, I was kind of hoping for a Euro to come out of one of these teams. We've seen, especially since the end of last VCT season, heading to this one, the picks at the top level of the Euro have been trickling down to Tier 2, Tier 3 gameplay all the way, right? We've seen some interesting Bind Euro stuff, but today there are going to be no Euro players, so there's not going to be that aggressive flash duelist that we love to see. But still, without the Euro with the Reyna, we can still maybe see some nasty off angles going in for a crazy shot at a miss. I'm really looking forward to what both of these teams are going to bring to Bind today.
Yeah, and I hope that this game today is going to be a little bit better than the PCs that these players are running on, because somebody has an absolute toaster, but it's okay because we've got some good Valorant ahead. Well, no, we're gonna have some good Valorant. It'll make up for it.
Yeah, it'll balance out. But the Harbor, though, how do you think the Cove is going to be utilized, though, while we have this time to talk about it? Because the Cove, you know, when you see maps like Icebox with a Sage, we've seen Harbor be the replacement, even back on Pearl, to give them a safe spike plant, right? But when you see that Harbor Gecko combo, what if you think about it, you can send the Wingman in with a spike, throw a Cove to protect the Wingman, and then if you find a good way to play all off-site and have a good post plant setup, that could be an easy free plant without even contesting site utility or players.
I definitely think that Harbor is going to be utilized a little bit more on A site than B site, but still going to be very, very helpful in the grand scheme of things for NBT. But hey, that is the game. That's why we play it, and I can't wait to find out how this works. Now, as we get finally loaded into the game, you're going to start to see these starting off buys and kind of what the early developments are for these plans.
Yeah, it looks like everyone just rocking those pistols, ghosts, classics across the board. And it looks like we do have a bit of an alien for the attackers coming out at the start of this round.
Yeah, it looks like A is the play, and I wish that was the case for every one of my ranked games, but unfortunately it's not. And you can see these players are going to try and take that split push early and try and take early short control.
Yeah, we see Ketsu running up showers with that Gecko utility, gonna get reclaimed. Grim is gonna pop that Sky Smoke. Here comes the double satchel. There's a Talon jumping up on triple. Finds the kill onto Carno. Carno is going to fall down. Now wait, 5 before Wingman gets that smite down. Fly is gonna find one. Not gonna find another though. 2 big kills from Talon starting off. But look at this. Triple flank coming in from right above. They see one. They shoot. They miss. Evolution not able to find the kill. They needed another location revealed. Here comes the Trailblazer. There's the Cascade from Dom countering it. Another Gecko. Flash is gonna come in, a second one for the round. That Gecko being utilized well. Here comes the guiding light towards the back site. There's a swing out from Evolution. Finds one, traded out by Talon, but Zenitsu will find 2 of their own. Neb is gonna bring this down to a 1v1, a swing, and Neb, 2 big kills, wins the 1v2 and brings this round home for NBT.
Yeah, NBT, they should have won that round based off of how their plant went. And, you know, once you see that player on flank, typically you want to address that by adjusting your positioning a little bit. And NBT kind of didn't. They kind of just let those players get that free space, get that free sight. It allows them to get those 2 picks over towards showers, but luckily they do clean it up off some nice heroics by Neb. So Neb, well played there, but that is just the first round, and if that's any precursor of how this game is going to go, we are in for a beautiful series.
I want to mindfit Rain Above. We saw them, I believe, on Bind going for these flank traps, and they were not working with the aggression. It looks like it might be happening again today. Maybe they haven't learned their lesson, as Cardo is going to get run up on by the Reyna early on. Looks like there might be some contest for showers as the double satchel comes out. There's the blind, and Ketsu finds the kill. Not able to hold that close angle with the weaker gun. Now, the spike is going to go down. This time, no Wingman, but I think that himself is the Gecko. Dom is going to find one, Zenitsu finds one, Nebs finds another. It goes down to a 2v4, but look at this HP. A little bit of a tickle to either of them, and they're going to fall. We have this tucked Viper though. Manages to get into this position. Is just 1 foot away from Talon. It's a very interesting position that Kwai is in. And the satchel is going to be too far. I don't think they realize. The Viper is sitting here with the classic. However, it's just a classic in 20 HP. I'm not sure how capable they are going to be to even maybe find one. Meanwhile, CT, the Raze has walked all the way around, but J-Roll is not able to find a kill. Ket2 is ready for it. Meanwhile, clear is Kwai, but nice classic shot takes down Talon. And that is 2 kills on the save round, but that is a second round for NBT.
That is exactly what you want to see by NBT. I mean, just beautiful awareness out by Ket2, realizing that that player could have enough time to wrap all the way around into their spawn. Beautiful awareness there. And of course, I mean, well played by Kawhi as well. Tucking there. They're not quite sure of exactly which angle you're going to peek out from. Does that really well. But here's what we talked about on the first round. That triple flank comes in. What do? You adjust your positioning. And that is exactly what happened. They addressed that they have gun advantage and they're going to be taking this one. So well played there. And seems like A might be the play again.
Yeah, but we do see 5 Vandals coming out against these half guns. Evolution taking an early peek towards Shower. That is both their duelists there, but looks like all the players are going to transition towards short. Talon is already up U-Haul with the judge. Evolution is going to walk back out and find a kill on Adam the Prophet on that Gecko. Here comes the Viper's Molly, kind of slowing down U-Haul push as well. The spike is going to be tapped, but is not going to go down. There is the option to teleport out here and head towards the B side, but Kawhi shuts down Talon and U-Haul, makes this execute even harder. These players are just pinched.
Yeah, this is really, really tough here, especially for NBT. They need to isolate their picks, and with 3 people on the site, it's not going to be easy, and there's some trades, but Nav gets 3! Wow, what a spray transfer.
Oh my god, almost gets Kawhi there with the turnaround. Kawhi walking out very far before finding the shot onto Neb, down to 35 HP, and if I'm NBT, I'm not super upset with that save round, all things considered. Neb getting that 3k, gets some guns out of the hands of Rain Above.
Absolute, you know, I love saying that because it's just absolute nonsense, and that's what that round was there. Neb pulling out some big shots with that Bulldog, and imagine if that's a Vandal. That is 3 kills, that is the bomb planted, that is plant money, and that's potentially another round on the board, breaking that economy for Rain Above. But luckily for them, they do get that one out, and now they're going to try and stay in this one and make sure they can try and even this one out.
Evolution walked out of Hookah and got killed by Dom. Again, that physical aggression. We saw it Monday, we're seeing it again today. Never successful for Rain Above, and it looks like they're not learning their lesson, always getting punished. They do have the guns. They decided to buy up and go for full guns after having some half guns from last round, but there we go. A little bit of push into Garden. Gecko is going to go for the reclaim on that utility, thanks to the hardware wall, thanks to Lear. Ultor was grabbed as well. Every team just so far just getting value out of it, but Evolution, the only one have gone down. We do see J-Roll sitting up in that hookah position. There is also the flash coming out from Zenit to try to get some space, but this round has been really slow so far.
Yeah, I wish they would have saved that Sky utility at least just a little bit to figure out if the players are there, but we might start to see some contact out now, and yes, Dom will go down, and that will prompt a TP out by NBT, and they're going to try and pinch the safe site.
Yep, and here comes, excuse me, there goes Talon into U-Haul, gets a fast kill onto Kawhi. The wingman is going to go for the spike plant as well, and with that, it is now a 4v3 post plant. However, the Sky is already up short. Zenitsu is going to find a big kill onto Zetsu early on, and this brings it down to a 3v3, but it's interesting. 2-player Shower, 1-player U-Haul versus Heaven, CT, and Short. Very unique post plant positions for all the teams. And as the mosh pit is going to come out, Zenitsu is actually going to be the one who ultimately finds a kill onto Neb towards that walking around that from Shower. J-Roll is going to find the enemy raise, pop the showstopper as well. It is going to be a miss. However, Adam is manages to take one down. Zenitsu gets the 3rd, and that round goes to Rain Above.
Yeah, Rain Above played that one well, but NBT, they had a little oopsie in there. They said, oh, we just got killed from a Sky in Shower, or not in Showers, in Short. And so you should know as you're wrapping there that that player has not moved out yet. You have no info, so you have to assume she could still be there, doesn't expect it, gets picked off for it, and that is your win condition down for the round, and then everything just falls apart. There's some whip shots, and now you've got NBT on the Sheriff by not where they wanted to be. And, you know, especially after winning those first 2 rounds and getting that bonus round really, really nicely done, I would assume they'd be expecting that round to go their way, but unfortunately, it just doesn't. They have these ults online, but now it's going to be a tough one to convert.
And now heading into this 5th round, we do see full sheriff from the side of NBT as they're going to push up this long after the guiding light did come down early. As you mentioned, that's a more heavy investment now. Zenitsu's not going to be able to recharge that second guiding light when they send it down to the fountain position for that early info. But as we see this Gecko once again coming out with the util claiming it back, you know, just able to get that space pretty much for free as the utility comes back online. Meanwhile, Dom's gonna pop out of the Trailblazer and take it down. He's gonna get taken down by a swing out from Zenitsu, but look at this. The site is theirs. All sheriffs, but they have no contest getting onto the site. Meanwhile, we have Zenitsu and the Viper. Kawhi is gonna find the kill into Talon, and that's all there's 4 players coming in from behind now. Only Carno is going to be coming from CT. Kawhi going to find a kill onto Adam the Prophet. Carno's going to find a kill onto Ketsu. Now a 1v4 for Neb, and the heroics are just not going to be there. That is a flawless round from the side of Rain Above.
NBT, you know, Neb's been popping off, but I don't think there's a 1v5 in the cards just yet. It just wasn't meant to be, or maybe at least needs a Bulldog, so we've seen, but Rain Above, they played that one really, really nicely. They noticed that, hey, we're losing space on B site. We're giving them B site. So what is our response? We have to take out B main. And I think that, who was it? Dom. Dom needed to be aware. They said, hey, we're pushing onto site. Chances are they're not giving us B for free. They're going to make a move. So it's just about, can they push out of Hookah, or are they which way are they going to push out Hookah? Is it on the site? Is it into that open area? And it was into that open area. Dom falls, and that could have been a lurk maybe that got him a few kills.
Possibly, yeah. But, I mean, spotted out by the Trailblazer early. It's hard for Dom to do much with just that sheriff. However, that spike plant is 300 a pop for the save round. So, you know, they got some ult orb. They got 300 a pop. Not too bad. Looks like they're going to pivot towards A this time, though. They might have the read. Carno's like rotating over, but that's still only 3 people on site, and with the Leer coming out, the Thrash is gonna come out as well. One's gonna fall. Here comes the Showstopper. Tetsu is gonna be the one who finds Tetsu. Showstopper is not gonna find anybody. Kawhi tucked to the corner, but as the dust settles, it is a 1v3 for Evolution coming on the flank door. However, they're so aware, planting the spike on the other side of the hall. Tailwind is gonna run out as well. Adam the Prophet low HP going for the jump spot, swings across. I don't know, that was kind of a bad swing. Evolution just finding a free kill. However, both Ketsu and Neb looking to play together in this heaven position for post-plant. Really looks like they're kind of certain on where they want to go with this. Evolution swings out, finds a couple bullets onto Neb, but not enough to take him down. And with that, that is 3-3. NBT takes the round.
Interesting play there by NBT. They decide to plant for backside and go for that CT control and decide to double peek a little bit early. So, you know, there is a possibility that Karn does get that magic kind of 2K, but when it does, or at least Evolution, I think it was, yeah, struggling with that 1v2 in the end. And it's just kind of that question mark of how do we know when it's time to plant for backside, when do we plant for front side, and how do we know that we have the read? But what's the read here? It's J-Roll getting a pick early.
Yep, and then Dom's going to suggest that they move, and they are going to blast back out of there. Getting the pick, but look at that, even getting aggressive towards the Shower's position. The Reckoning is going to spot them out, though. Make them throw the paint shells and just kind of back off of that angle. Meanwhile, Dom is going to find the Zenitsu aggression out from the B side. And I don't know, this aggression, it worked one time against the safe, but it just hasn't worked for Rain Above time and time again. J-Roll gonna take all the space in the showers, not even afraid to make noise, just stomping it down. Looks like they are going to be aware. He goes for the ballsy reload. I guess J-Roll thought they rotated. Ketsu is gonna find the trade. Looks like they're gonna re-execute on this A side. Only Carno here to kind of help. Runs away from the UL position. No HP. Running through the mosh pit, and Ketsu finds the trade. Now a 2v4 retake for Evolution. Quiet.
That is absolutely beautiful. I love that retake, and noticing that those players kind of are pushing up past that showers area, thinking that you're rotated off. Chances are the rest of the team also thinks that way too. So noticing that that is your time to hit the site is beautiful, and it will just prompt out a save from Rain Above, especially with that operator. You don't want to get too overzealous here. I don't think it's going to be a very easy lineup to collat 4 people with 1 bullet. But, you know, as that wingman will end the round and kind of just do a little celebration dance across site, it will be NBT taking the lead here 4-3. And I do want to touch on the ult economy here.
Oh, Evolution's gonna find a kill on Taketsu. Getting too ambitious in the hookah. Oh, Neb goes down to bust 1 HP as Evolution is actually gonna fall. That is no op saving to the next round.
Yeah, well, that op drop might have caused a timeout to come in, but who
Yep.
knows? They are on this weaker buy, and for Rain Above, they do have 2 very valuable ultimates online. They have the knives, they have this Viper ultimate, and because you're on defense, something that's going to be really, really important is using it to lock down one of these sites.
Right.
And you don't have a sentinel, meaning you can stretch that ultimate all along that B site exit and that B site entrance, excuse me, and probably take most of that control, allowing you to stack A site. But you know, there's always counterplays to it. NBT is probably aware, so it's just about can you make the right call and can you play together as a team. Right now, Rain Above, they seem a little bit struggling with that read and that team play. So we hope to kind of see that step it up a little bit out of this timeout.
100%. And you notice Kawhi still has that gun. I believe they were the only one who saved from the last round in that elbow position. However, maybe they switch this out for a judge and go for that Viper spit as you mentioned. And then this could be an opportunity for a force out from Rain Above. And looks like they may be going for it. The Brimstone buying up the Vandal. You know, looks like a little bit of indecision there too. Maybe a couple hero rifles. Looks like they are going to decide to ultimately save. You might see an ultimate out of Evolution, but that is about it. Meanwhile, looks like it is... Yeah, Blade Storm could be possible, but... There is the Viper Spit anyway. Gonna pop the Viper Spit with the Vandal. An interesting choice, not even a Phantom. There's the Blade Storm pop with the Guiding Light, but Neb playing anti-flash. Knows of that possibility. Tailwind pop. There's the last Guiding Light invested. Neb turns it. Isn't able to find the kill, but an immediately trade by Adam. And flashes off the hold by Zenitsu. And with that, it is a 1-for-1 early on, which is honestly exactly what you want from Rain Above.
Yeah, I do love that that Blade Storm was utilized to get a kill here, but they want to use that to also claim that space that they've provided off of that Blade Storm kill, but NBT is going to take all that space away, and they're going to try and make this one ugly, and Zenitsu will fall.
Yeah, great play from Talon and Adam, using the double satchel to take advantage on Zenitsu from that Gecko utility. Just the timing was impeccable and the shots were even better. Now Brim on low HP, Karna just gonna run back towards the CT side, has that Bulldog. However, all 4 players of NBT are doing the slow play towards long, and these slow plays have just been working so well for them. Rain Above gets antsy, doesn't know what's going on. There's the Boombot, there's 2 Leers, there's the Harbor Wall, everything's coming in. However, Karno is going to be posted up in this. Oh, there's the Cove. Almost sees the head of Adam, but it's not going to be enough. However, Paint Shells cutting right through that Cove, blowing Adam's head off because Karno was unable to. Swing out from Ketsu, though, great awareness on that hookah angle. Gonna find the kill immediately. There's a Cascade from the Harbor as well towards the elbow position, knowing J-Roll is probably walking up here after those Paint Shells from before. Quiet is going to be in the CT position, and now in that CT position is going to be in a 1v3. Has the Vandal, but look at this discipline from NBT. No one's peeking, no one's budging. They know their spots, they know their roles, and they know them well. Kawhi saving for a 2nd round in the row, and that is going to make it 5 for NBT.
Yeah, as DJ Khaled said, Kawhi will be here with another one. And he will be saving that gun. And Rain Above, their team play still seems a little bit off.
This one finds a 2nd. Kawhi in the heaven position, unchecked, is going to swing out and find 2 huge kills to damage the economy a little bit of NBT. Make that win a bit more costly.
Yeah, and they do get that win, at least in terms of economy for Rain Above, but it is still something that they need to work on with that kind of cooperation. We see that beautiful cooperation came off of that hookah exit, push, whatever you want to call it. That one works out for a kill. Beautiful. But then you kind of need to flood sight when you're down on weapons. Yes, they're somewhat aware, but that's going to be your best bet at catching a window instead of giving them an opportunity.
Oh,
and
J-Roll, 2 huge kills after walking up in that position. And look at that. That's the Spike all to their own. J-Roll now in full possession of their precious Spike. Trailblazers are going to come through from Zenitsu through the CP as well. See Nev far back, but knows there's no one really right away able to contest it. There's a Guiding Light going to get stuck behind the Cascade. Not going to find information, but J-Roll goes for the Showstopper. Finds no value. Evolution, meanwhile, with that Operator, going to find Talon towards short. Zenitsu is going to head towards the TP and through from the B side all the way to the other side of the map. There's Spike is so bad for NBT. They need to reclaim it, and they're just struggling. The push around short didn't work. Now Neb gonna go for this volley, kind of make J-Roll's position unwieldy. However, J-Roll able to just easily stay there. Guiding light comes out. J-Roll finds the third. Neb finds the Netsu's head, but J-Roll, what a 4K.
And that is the team play that I wanted to see. Yeah, they did it! Woo! Flashing out of the TP, that was great. I mean, playing that stall, you find that spike in your hands, and it is game over from there. It's not like that they have that Omen teleport where they can pick it up. It's just not that easy, and I mean, I guess you could have used a Brim ult, but theirs is certainly not online, so NBT, they fall short there. Right above, they play very, very well as a team. They get that space, they get that stall, and that's what I hope to see from them on their post plants on the attack side, but we're going to have to wait and see for that.
And here goes J-Roll getting aggressive again. There's a spam through, going to find one Evolution, find another Karn, finds another Evolution, finds a second. Evolution finds the third, and I barely blinked. That round is over.
Wait, there was a round?
I don't know. Was there a round?
I don't know. I saw an operator, and then there were 3 players dead. I think I need to see that one again.
5-5 on the scoreboard? Yeah, I think we might need to do a replay of that round. Just like completely like have the players go back, reset, you know?
Okay, let's see. So what happened here? What happened? Okay, they peaked.
They died.
And then they died.
Yeah.
Well, that's not super great.
Well, not a great round for MVT for sure.
Yeah, right above, they'll be happy to take that one there, and a little gift on the eco as well. But it looks like NBT did save for a reason, so they're gonna get these rifles here and try and make something happen here.
Yeah, hoping to maybe do a little bit better on the A side. Evolution is gonna be opting this time on the B side. Looks like they were able to predict Evolution's positioning this time. Wingbang gonna go in for the plant. However, that Brim Volley just not quite there. There comes the Thrash as well after the plant. It's actually gonna be used to clear showers. There is going to be no one there. And did they detain their own Reyna? I think they might have. Yeah,
No.
Ketu now coming back, but I'm not sure if they were detained or not. However, that's where the Thrash is going to end. Here comes the 5v5 retake though from the side of Rain above. J-Roll satchels on defense. He's not gonna kill Talon. Swings, finds the second, runs it into Neb. Finds Kawhi. What a shot from Talon. Now it is down to a 2v5 for the defensive side. Lear comes out. Neb finds another Evolution with the operator and not a lot of HP. Only 77 HP.
You want more? Here's more.
And the Thrash hunting them down once again. Talon close on his tail. Evolution wanting to save this. There's the Thrash not finding his value, but here comes Talon jumping out. Shooting, missing, left, right. Adam's gonna fall to the spike as Evolution eventually
Last round before the
falls
switch.
to Talon's antics in the spawn position. A lot of money on both sides, so the economy wasn't really influential there as they had a little dance on the spawn side. But with that, 5-6, NBT takes the lead.
And like you said, economy isn't a big part in that round, so I would like to see Rain Above play a little bit more aggressive, realize that money is not a problem, and they have to go for this round. There's nothing that will harm them there, and it's just something where you want to try and at least convert those kills, because that will do damage to your opponent, but here's what we've seen for the 3rd time.
2 ultimates right off the rip. Brimstone and Raze. However, Talon just gonna find space and no kills off of that showstopper. And look at that, MBT, they slow down right again. Zenitsu's gonna be pushed out of B short. However, Evolution peeking out, finds Tetsu in short with that operator. Going for more. Wow, that was such a close shot from Neb. Evolution looking nice with that operator. Well, after that last round, maybe I shouldn't be saying that. However, overall though, has been getting a lot of influential picks. And look at this, Dom Zenitsu, a game of chicken towards the market side.
Yeah, and I love that because it allows you to stack that opposite side. You have the entire information that B side is completely clear. Oh, Dom's gonna win it.
They no longer have that information. Look at that, immediately quiet, running towards B. However, Dom has the right read in the sense of knowing the rotate's there, and Karn getting aggressive off of that B information as well. They had the wrong read once again. NBT's slow play being super effective, and now the harbor wall comes in. The utility comes in. J-Roll's gonna get caught by paint shells. There's a gap in the wall though. Stuck in this corner. Satchel's out. Evolution's gonna find a kill on the Dom. Talon running in, reloading into that sky smoke. J-Roll's gonna find the punish. However, Adam finds the trade. Now a 2v1. Spike's still not down. Neb finally planting it, but here comes Kawhi with the Phantom.
Spike planted.
Might have seen the gun barrel. I don't think so, but the wingman. The stun connects, and Neb gets the kill. A rare wingman stun going successful, but a great round overall to get NBT the lead
Switching
heading into the second
sides.
half.
Yeah, MVP right there, most valuable ping man. I couldn't think of a. I guess
Yeah,
an
that
upside
works.
down,
That
upside down
works.
W is a M.
Good enough.
Ming. Okay, never mind. Anyway, 7-5 on the half. NBT. They're pulling this one through. They had a little bit of a stutter step towards the end of the half, but they managed to get those rounds going. So that's the question now: is how is this Harbor going to be utilized on defense? Yes, that's your not only form of smokes, but you have that brimstone that can't quite reach both sides. So yeah, looks like they're going to have to split them up. And I think right above, they're going to know that too. So if you can see a smoke from one person on that site, chances are it means they're there. Let's see if they can use that information for their advantage.
And there's the Sim, there's the Trailblazer, gonna spot out one player. J-Roll double satchels in, and the other Raze is not aware of the first Raze's antics. Talon is going to fall to J-Roll's classic. J-Roll gonna go for the upgrade, but look at this. All the way in, Dom sitting
love this.
triple, but the spike is still left side to A short. It can go either way. Dom, great awareness, throws a close cascade. What a great play to maneuver around, but Ketsu is just gonna find the kill. No trade needed from Dom. However, Zenitsu is going to be picking the spike. Looks like they were leaning towards A, but look at this 1v2 coming in on the side of Garden. Adam is going to fall after getting way too aggressive, way too big for their own britches. Looking for space there, down long. Now a 4v3 evolution. Tailwind into the Cloudburst classic jet entry. However, it was not ready for Neb there. Neb finds 1, Neb finds 2, Neb finds 3.
Spike
Kawhi
down, B.
shuts down
Have the spike.
Neb's rampage on the B site. Now a 1v2. And the 2 are gonna come from CT.
This is gonna be interesting, and with that Harbor wall, that will give up at least one player's entry. But the shot's coming out and finds it through the wall.
Great awareness from Ketsu to just get that shot on Kawhi through the wall, but if you're Kawhi in that 1v2, you swing out towards CT and you get an isolated fight, you need to just hit ahead and leave, and that's not what they were able to do. And with that, that is an 8th pistol round. Despite, big thanks to Neb getting that 3K to hold it down. And, you know, it's 8-5.
Yeah, and Rain above, they make a very critical error on that round. And what is that? Well, technically, not flashing out at Puka just because, why not? Neb's there and it exists, and you don't know if it's fully clear just yet. But also, you give up that lurk on A. Your Raze falls. That is all of your site control gone. And that means they need to have been a little bit farther up on B. They just weren't quite in the right position, weren't ready for that Raze to take the fight. So maybe that's on the Raze, maybe that's on the team, who knows? But they will end up losing the round because of it, and NBT will be happy with that one. But look at NBT's positioning. They take up all the way through B long.
Yeah, and I always love how slow NBT is playing. You see how antsy Rain Above is getting. Rain Above is doing the same thing now. They're playing slow on the A side, which I didn't see them do last time. And look at this. NBT gets antsy on the B side. And they got punished for it last time. Talon now is going to get swung out by the world. A firing squad in their face. All of a sudden, J-Roll is going to find the Raze diff. But Tom, I think we've seen this before. I'm getting some deja vu. Is sitting here, swings out, and is not able to connect. J-Roll finds the Sheriff, finds the body of Dom to get the kill, and with that, we have a double flank coming towards the short side. Grim in the spawn side. Gecko looking for some utility to kind of get some space, get some control here, but that Viper's snake bite is gonna do a lot. Swings out into a million players. J-Roll finds the third with that Sheriff. Kawhi gonna fall to Ketsu. Spectre. Pain Shell's gonna come out as well. There's no HP to play with. However, Neb gets the kill on Evolution. Karn with the trade, 4 HP. Spectre, Ketsu, 1v3. Everyone just running away. Not a lot they can do. Spike is ticking, and look at that spike plant. The one we've seen before. 4 CT side, and Carno just shooting through boxes. Finds the kill on Ketsu. That's a big thrifty.
Yeah, that would be an eco, my friend. They definitely got ecoed there, and I was questioning the play. I was like, why would you rush all 5 in hookah? And they showed me why exactly or not hookah, U-Haul, and that's why all of those players, they get that pick, and then they even option to go for the heaven plan. which is interesting because none of them went heaven. They instead all played in U-Haul, all played that close range, which was a really smart idea in the grand scheme of things. You know that they don't have those big Odin or Phantom guns, chances are, to take you all down at once. And if you get that pick, that is the gun in your favor. It's right next to you. You can pick it up. So really like what they did there. Rain above now, they have to convert this next round if they want it to go anywhere, though. Otherwise, they are going to give up this economy lead that they just kind of established.
100%. I think it reverse thrifted by the sheriff army coming out from the side of NBT. It's not going to be what they want, but here comes the paint shells, here comes the satchel. They're executing on the site, but are they aware? They are aware of Hookah. J-Roll jumping up, going to find the kill on Neb, but Adam finds one with the classic, and it brings it to a 3v4 as the dust settles. Paint shells not going to be able to slow down that spike plant from Talon. There's two players sitting here. There's the Reyna and the Raze, and Talon's gonna fall to Zenitsu's Vandal. Trailblazer gonna come out, spot Ketsu as well. Gonna break it with the Sheriff. But now look at this. The timing is atrocious for Dom. Pulls out the knife right as they feel like they've cleared the angle. And then there's Kawhi sitting in the angle they thought they cleared. That is the gun from the side of NBT, finding no value. Evolution shutting down any of Ketsu's ideals of heroics. And that's an 8-7 scoreline.
I mean, hey, they got the one that was that nice little classic pick out of Hookah. That was a trade, but you know, it's a shame that you have them giving a 1v4 with classics and or sheriffs into full guns. I mean, to me, that is just a little bit interesting why you're taking that fight. You're not waiting for your team, and playing your life really is important there. Waiting for Dom to come in on that lurk. And I mean, especially splitting up isn't the greatest of ideas on that weak buy, but of course, it allows you to at least catch someone off guard like they did in that Hookah play. But now they're going to have to look back as they have rifles themselves now and maybe try and isolate a pick of their own.
Yeah, and everyone's rocking the rifles. Everyone has the big guns out to play. See J-Roll make the step down. Maybe be heard from the Showers players, but that is a very aggressive Showers hold. Guiding Light going to come in to try to clear it out somewhat, but they have no idea where these players are holding. However, Ketsu just going to give up the cross. Boombot's going to come in as well, find some information, but looks like most of the team is going B. Look at that. Kawhi is going to be already into the garden position. Shoots a little bit at Neb as Neb runs across, and Neb and Kawhi playing this game of chicken. Meanwhile, Adam still has complete Hookah control. And look at this. They're up long and not Hookah, as we've seen so many times before.
Oh boy.
Here comes the execute. Neb's going to find one, but only one this time. Wingman not able to catch Karn. Evolution finds Neb. Adam finds Karn. Ketsu finds it. Kills left and right. Spam through the wall. Unsuccessful. There's a showstopper pop.
30 seconds
Try to find some value. Damage, but no kill. Yep, a Rosa there. And with that, we are down to a 3v3 and no spike down still for right above. There goes Evolution with a spike running to the A site. But look at this. Is the play to come back B? Is that what Evolution is doing? J-Roll still has control here. Evolution running all the way up. Will they take another TP? They will not. They do not have the time. Gonna go for the plant. However, everyone is here. Dom swings out. J-Roll gonna go for the very late TP. Wasn't there to help Evolution. And I think they had visions of going back to the B site, but they just didn't have the time to implement it.
Yeah, I think it was a matter of seconds there, maybe even half a second, that just it would have taken a little bit longer to get through that teleporter out onto that B site once again. But then again, you're still putting yourself in that 3v2. It's still going to be a tough clutch anyway, so I don't blame them for just taking a gamble, getting that plant down, but they don't get the plant down, unfortunately. And NBT, they look strong. They have the guns. They have the ultimates, and you have to say, well, NBT's just going to win this one, right? Surely they win this next round, but Rain above, that's why they're here to play. They want to catch him off guard. They want to have a fun little round where they absolutely take control of this match, and it's gonna be this round, if any.
If any, and there is guns on both sides. There's a bit of a weaker buy, honestly, from the side of NBT. But look at this push out. Adam clears the angle unsuccessfully. Kawhi finds a kill. Neb is there with that Bulldog. We've seen him be so dangerous on, but it's just going to back up as aggression is going to come towards that B side. Zenitsu is going to be holding for some Showers aggression. Here's the players running away. Decides to take that walk up, take that space that is being offered from NBT. And looks like they might even be going into this short stack as they seem to be pivoting towards A.
Oh yeah, it is a reposition towards A, and ooh, this is gonna be a dirty fight, and Ketsu will take the victory there, and now NBT find an equalizer, and this is gonna maybe stop Rain Above's plan, but no, they're gonna decide to walk on anyway.
Alan's gonna find the first pick from the U-Haul position. Evolution's gonna fall. Karn finding an immediate trade, but Dom shutting down J-Roll as those paint shells come flying out of their hand. Look at this Neb, set up perfectly for this deep play. They're just gonna run past, finds one, finds two, shuts it down. That is it. Neb, perfect position, even with that weaker gun, seeing that dangerous Bulldog, and is able to just end the hopes and dreams of the players through the CT.
We win.
And Rain Above, they're doing a great job now of utilizing that teleporter. The only problem is NBT is kind of ready for it now. They've started to do it a few times. Now they're leaving that one player, and it does not mean that sight is clear if you are just rotating over. That's the benefit of not having that Sentinel comp, is you do not know if the person is still on site, because if it's a Killjoy, the bot's going to go down. You're going to know if they're there or not.
Right.
But instead, they start to struggle, and it becomes a timeout moment for Rain Above. And Neb has been popping off this game, especially with that Bulldog, but 22, 10, and 7. I want this Brim on my ranked team.
I want this Brim on any team that I play on. I don't need it to be ranked. I'd take a carry in any game mode. But yeah, Neb looking great with that Bulldog, with that Vandal. And the fact that you have a player on that Brimstone, no real close utility for Neb other than that Stim Beacon, which we've seen used at this high level often just to rotate faster. So it's very interesting that Neb's actually the one fragging out. Ketsu not fragging out as much as we would hope from the Reyna, seeing as their kills are kind of their centerpiece of their utility, of their kit. But Ketsu, 13 and 11, though, still very respectable, taking some very aggressive off angles that on this defensive side that have made it tricky for Rain Above to find space.
I mean, Ketsu, it may not even be about the frag out potential. It might just be the potential, that scare potential, to kind of claim that space, to get that kill and still win a 2v1. That's the beauty of a dismiss and the beauty of your kit. But oh boy, it's going to be a little bit painful to J-Roll here, as this fight will go down in showers, and Talon's going to fall, but it will trade. Will find itself. Wow, shot through the wall.
Spam through the wall and finds Zenitsu. Zenitsu just wondering if there's a hacker in the lobby. That's a great play from Ketsu. However, Evolution gonna shut it down with 2 huge kills of their own. Reclaim the spike. That was a huge 1v2 little scenario there. Dom's gonna find one. Kind of traded back, even up the numbers. However, Evolution pops a tailwind. Dom, that's why Evolution. Boom! Tailwind into the teleporter. Not even a second for anyone to kind of try to contest that space. Evolution is going to be looking to get this spike planted down on the B site. There it is, the orbital strike. I think Evolution was ready, planting on that far side, swinging out, finds one on Dom, but do they expect Neb close? They're going to run through, tap the spike in tube. Neb, only 29 HP. All 3 sky smokes, and that Stim Beacon still available. There's a lot of options about how Neb can play this, but Evolution, they tap the spike. Their back is towards Neb's positioning because they didn't realize how close they were in the first place. But it looks like they're just going to go towards A. Maybe they're aware by now that the flank possibly was Neb's move. Maybe the elbow was Neb's move. But look at this. Neb is chasing them to the A site. This has been a very interesting round for sure.
Play the Benny Hill music here, right?
I don't know. Neb, now here we go. Same camera angle. We see Neb coming in after. We see Neb walking in now. Evolution planting triple. It is going to be pinged by their teammates. Uses a couple of cloud bursts. Allows them to reposition into the showers position. But I feel like Neb has the bigger air of mystery right now. No idea where they could be. I would say tapping the spike is the wrong decision here. Gives away their location. Evolution still looking CT. Neb is close. However, Evolution letting this game of chicken boil down to one clean headshot, finds the 4K at the end of the chase.
And I think the big gamble there, I mean, this is, of course, me playing this in hindsight, but magic, ice cold read. Neb smokes the spike, taps it. Because technically, yes, Evolution does not know where Neb is. However, Evolution is playing for one thing and one thing only, and that is that spike tap. So you are going to prompt that peak. You know that Jet has to be in that showers area. So by tapping spike, forcing them to peak, they have to actually walk into that smoke. And now we're going to see this showers being utilized once again with J-Roll.
Yep, J-Roll going to use their utility to speed into showers. Might be catching a speeding ticket as they're going to try to take some space. However, the utility just slowing them down. And maybe looking to take these paint shells with the Trailblazer. Go for an execute. There is the Trailblazer being utilized. Talon's position is exposed. But even with all of that, Zenitsu's going to be the only one to find a kill on Talon. J-Roll still looking for something here, but the Harbor util is just not going to allow it. Adam's going to find one, but get traded out. Aggressive TP play is going to be somewhat beneficial, but Dom shoots Evolution in the back. They weren't looking, they weren't ready. Trying to get an off angle, gets off angle themselves. Down to a 3v3. Somehow, after all of that happens, and I'm not entirely sure what just happened. That was a chaotic start.
We'll talk about, I'm not even sure what happened. What is that harbor wall? Maybe there's something that I don't
not
know,
sure.
but
Yeah.
that's something.
Look, Neb though. Neb is still B. They were waiting for the TP, and they called all of their players there. However, it looks like they do have the read that they're going to be pivoting towards A, and it's a matter of who gets to the angle
30
first
seconds
at this
left.
point. We see Karn set up on the bench position, launching that smoke towards the heaven side. Dom gets taken out to 1 HP, swings out on Ketsu. Dom unable to trade. Great play from Karn all around. Sends that molly towards CT, really controlling the map, controlling the angles with their utility as you want any controller to do. And brings it down to a 2v3 retake, though. 3 HP on Dom. Not sure you count it as a whole person.
Yeah, 1 HP is not a lot to kind of work with here, but they do have a lot of smokes, but giving away the positioning of Neb will kind of forfeit that advantage. Any advantage that they have. Dom will go down, 1 for Neb, but Neb will not be able to close out the round.
I want to give a huge shout out to Karn there. I think Karn is probably the MVP of the round. The way they were able to just wait in the showers, perfectly timed their walk onto bench, and then that was just a masterclass. Smoke off the Harbor in heaven, swing out on the Reyna, and have the timing on them as they're looking to clear lamps. Get a kill there, send them incendiary towards the CT side, and meanwhile Dom is stuck in heaven unable to trade because they're smoked off. Well played by Karn.
Yeah, that is really, really nice there, but you know what we were hoping for, NBT? They needed to not fully rotate there. Sure, you can
Yeah.
leave one heaven, but whatever you do, you can't give up a site like that for free, and B firing is going on. J-Roll seems to always be victorious of these early fights.
100% J-Roll getting those early fights, even if it's not the first blood, it is often the first trade. Evolution's Blade Storm not really going to find the value they were hoping for with that higher angle
Spike
taken.
planted.
However, J-Roll is saying, no worries, I got this. Now that Showstopper is online as well, they're playing aggressive towards elbow. This retake is going to be very hard with 2 Sheriffs and a Stinger for the side of NBT, and J-Roll is going to find a third. Probably not even going to decide to invest in Showstopper. The way they're shooting, they don't need it. Brings it down to a 2v3 retake attempt. And look at this, all these players are playing together. They don't want to give any easy guns to Dom or Ketsu to allow them to go for some heroics. Gonna go for the Leer as well, but everyone's just backing off. The spike is ticking, and there's nothing these guys can
Last
do.
player
Ketsu
standing.
gets taken out by J-Roll. J-Roll is up for an ace, but Karn just ending the round, taking out Dom. And with that, that is 10-10. Both teams double digits, even scoreline. We have a game on our hands.
And yeah, I agree with this timeout that's called here. Maybe just reset the momentum. Make sure you kind of can figure out what you want to do. And on defense, you've been anchoring B. You know, that teleporter has been used to be faked. And something that I think NBT does really, really well is they take that early fight. They get that space. However, they're losing that early fight. And it seems like Rain Above realizes that they're winning that. The only question is, can you just aggro a different section of the map than J-Roll's at? Because J-Roll has an ultimate, has a gun, has the full team with him. Why don't you take somewhere else? And maybe that is kind of the read that they need to make. Or it's like, hey, they're fighting B long. Well, we're fighting B long. You know what that means? We have an opening on A. Let's try and push and fight something over there too. And that's where your information's going to be. And even if they end up winning that fight on B, you already have that fast flank starting to come in. So for NBT, they're struggling a little bit right now, but I don't put it past them to bring this one back, especially with how back and forth this game has really been.
I honestly think this has just been a great first map. Both of these teams have looked very even. The aggression being successful sometimes and unsuccessful other times, but Neb and J-Roll really being the MVPs on the scoreboard so far. Evolution not far behind, but everyone else, they've been struggling a little bit to really get those multi-kills and get those frags where they need them. However, the impact of all players at this level is extremely high.
Yeah, and these players, seems like they're going to fight for the showers once again. Oh, they fake the showers aggression. I kind of like it. The 4 stack on A, really, really nice. And utilizing the fact that, hey, they hit B last round. Maybe let's just chill out a second. But no space gained for the defenders, so a little bit of information lost there. But some information gained for Rain Above as they do flash over towards that showers and clear that one out. So both teams, I would say, equal chance, equal information right about now in this round.
Yeah, look at that though. The Trailblazer gonna keep 4 defenders on A, but the only attacker is leaving towards K. We have 4 attackers going towards B, but look at that defender. It's Neb. Basically 5 guys all on their own. Neb is looking so strong so far. However, that showstopper is gonna force them off anyways. Just gonna sit in that elbow position, and they're not sure. They feel like it's just an easy side take. Great play with the small little fake from the Trailblazer. Allows them to get complete side control, and the Viper spin is going to come out as well. Boombot is actually going to miss a little bit clearing this angle, and Neb is going to show that aim that's gotten them so far and get 1 kill. But there it is, the showstopper on the other side. Talon's going to go through the Viper spin. However, Evolution is there. Evolution takes off that orange ball cap, and Talon Showstopper gonna find no value. Both Showstoppers being wasted here. Evolution reposition gets 1. Kawaii gets another. Evolution jump back up and gets a 3rd. Playing the map, playing this game to perfection. Great round from Evolution and great round for Rain Above.
Yeah, Rain Above, they do that one perfectly. I mean, that is a very, very nicely placed Viper ultimate. Seems like that was their play going in. NBT, I think they want to use that showstopper, maybe not to entry into a site, but to clear out that Viper ultimate. At least firing it is better because you at least get that information. But if you die, that is something that you just can't make back. You just lose all of that utility, all of that space, and it seems like Rain Above, they really played that one to perfection. NBT, they're struggling. They need to come back, and I think they're going to do it off the back of this Brim ult, but they're going to need to use it wisely.
100%, and there you go. J-Roll gonna swing in, get the initial pick. Talon finds a trade, but Zenitsu and Karn shut down 2 more. Neb is still alive, so you can never count out NBT, but it looks like it just isn't going to be enough. Most likely now a 2v4 retake attempt. 2 sheriffs to their name. Adam and Neb for that orbital stroke. Orbital strike is online, but that's not something you want to invest in this sort of round. You want to save it to go to the overtime, and Zenitsu's going to shut it down. Adam sees a reloading Zenitsu, just not having the best guns to get that kill. Kawaii shuts it down. 12-10. Could this be it?
I mean, that'd be a anticlimactic way to end it. If just Rain Above wins the last 6 straight to close out the map, I mean, certainly they could do it, but NBT, come on, give us a little bit of a storyline. At least get us to OT, and for NBT, I think it's going to come off of them finding this aggression, getting that early space. That's really going to be their benefit here, but you can see they're aggressing A short. What does that mean? Their B is going to be weakly defended. Question is, will Rain Above realize that off rip?
And you say weakly defended, sure, it's one player, but as I mentioned so many times, Ned, while they have been shut down recently, they have been so disastrous. But look at this, all 5 players walking up the 1 spot. There's nobody defending. Great read so far. And as you mentioned, 6 rounds for Rain Above. Not the way NBT would want to end it, but as this is Rain Above's map pick, they would like to feel some dominance heading into NBT's. There is the guiding light. There is the sky smokes. Neb sitting in this hookah position is going to be the only one. Ketu though, pops the Empress, runs out, finds the tunnel to J-Roll. Orbital strike pop as well. Karn is going to find the enemy Brim. Adam finds 1, but Evolution is going to shut down Ketsu's Reign of Terror with the Empress. Brings us down to a 3v3. Another flash coming out onto Talon. And all 3 players zooming to the CP. Also were picked up as well. Seeker is online, but so is the Thresh. Both initiators sending ultimates at each other. Along with the mosh pit, Dom looking for some kills through their own wall. However, the Seeker going to make it difficult. Spike finally going down by Zenitsu. Dom could swing out. No one really holding the angle. However, Zenitsu is going to save. Dom just taking the wrong timing. Karn gets the kill from U-Haul though, wrapping around. Here's Talon though. They didn't know they were there. Gonna get 1, but didn't know what an Evolution was either. That was 2v1. Oh my god, Evolution accidentally tailwinds backwards into the teleporter. That's a 1v1 now for Adam. Then he can take advantage of this timing. What a right click. Gonna find the timing. Evolution sprinting a mad dash to save the round all the way back into short. And Adam's gonna get off. Evolution with the 3K brings this map home for Rain Above. A chaotic final round, but that's 6th in a row for Rain Above, and just what they needed. 27-15 for Evolution, despite the misplay. Team leader in kills, and with that, Bind is done.
Misplay? That was calculated. I don't know what you mean.
Right.
That was calculated, letting the player get bombed half. I mean, that was perfectly. I mean, it was intentional. Rocket League calculated. Perfect.
Right.
but 6 rounds straight to end off the map for Rain Above. I didn't expect that one, kind of just looking at the first half. I did not see that in them, and they definitely showed up. I think it was off the back of that second timeout. They went absolutely dominant. They realized what their opponents were doing, and I just got to give props to their coach there. I think the coach got the read, and they figured out what made them tick, so well played there.
Yeah, looking at our MVPs for both sides, Neb and J-Roll, both of them actually exact same KD, both of them doing really well. Look at the ACS, it's actually going to be a one-off from each other. Both of them had amazing games, but who's not seen here in the MVP spot is Evolution, but he's going to be rocking that 300 ACS as well. That is 2 players with that powerful 300 ACS, 27 and 15 on the scoreline. Actually, a better KD than anyone else in the lobby for Evolution. And if you look at that, the next best player is going to be Ketsu, who's actually went negative. Everyone except Neb ended up going negative due to that 6-round streak coming out of Rain Above. And it makes it difficult for Neb to put the whole team on their shoulders and bring that game to a close. However, if I'm NBT, I'm not truly disappointed. That's not your map, and you got 10 rounds. You brought this map really close. You kept it close. And now we're heading to Icebox. This is your map. You start off on the defensive side. Now you got to show your prowess.
Yeah, and I do think the NBT, although they were happy that they did get those 10 rounds, you got to just find a way to mentally reset into this next match. You lost those 6 straight. It's all about your focus. Yes, you played your enemy's game and you didn't work out too well. Now play your game. Play your way you want to play on Icebox, and hopefully they're going to come out victorious for their sake, at least.
100%. Looking forward to a great Icebox map. Icebox, kind of that one pick that's like, hey, not a lot of teams have a ton of experience on it, especially teams that haven't been playing together forever because Icebox has been out of the pool for so long. So maybe we'll see a lot of diversity in these agent selects, not nearly as set of a map as a set has been. It's going to be very interesting to see how this one plays out.
Yeah, and while we do have that 13-10 being the final score of that first map, we can't figure out what the second score is just yet, because we're going to go to a small break before we get to map 2. So before we get to that Icebox, we're going to take a short break, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
I'm sick of fighting the things that you said. I don't wanna burn all our bridges ahead. I'm tired of going to bed when you left me on red just to turn up the noise in my head. I told you that one day ain't never enough. You tell me I hate you, I still call you up. If we don't got trust, we can never have love. I was putting in the hours, I was. You were calling me a liar, 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 liar. Yeah, I've been putting in the hours, I was. And it's coming down to now and never. I was putting in the I was putting in the
Welcome back. I am joined once again by Ari. We are heading into map number 2. Icebox coming your way. MBT's map and MBT's must win to stay alive in the series and bring us to a 1-1 scoreline before heading over to the much played, much drawn out Ascent. But Icebox, a bit newer, a bit of changes recently. Put a couple boxes in mid, a crane raised the box on B, because there's a window and kitchen, all sorts of new stuff happening to Icebox that hasn't really been explored at this higher level as much as I would have liked to seen. So it's going to be very interesting what agents come out from both teams and what we see today. Ari, what are you thinking?
Well, all I could be thinking is, assuming, let's say, I just want to foreshadow a little bit. Assuming NBT make this map, Ascent, that's a straight up coin flip. So I'm going to get a coin ready in case that does happen. And that'll be a fun map to see. But, getting back to Icebox, you kind of get all sorts of comps. I wouldn't be surprised to see that Harbor, though, because we saw it on Bind. So chances are that team's also feeling comfortable enough to run it on Icebox. They're going to be feeling pretty good with that one. But Viper also very valuable pick. So we could see that Harbor Viper, which is always a fun little combo. You get to see sectioned off pieces of the map, just like a puzzle. It's great. It's a good mental battle, and it promotes the Valorant chess mentality.
I love seeing Vipers and Harbors take their utility, as you said, make the map fit together like a puzzle, almost bring out their artistic license and redraw the map to their own fit, how they want to see it. But I don't know. That Reyna pick came out on the first map on Binds. Maybe we see it again. I've seen Reyna on Icebox, and especially with the map as, not as hammered out as Ascent. Icebox, a little bit newer angles. There's the off angle. There's the kitchen window. Icebox has all this early aggression, value, especially if you think about that A site, those zip lines, just being able to boom, get into nest, get onto belt if you hit your jump, all these different things you can do with these duelists. I wouldn't be surprised to see double duelist comp, honestly. Some team feeling aggressive, some team feeling it, maybe pulling out Arena, pulling out, who knows, Arena Jet combo, the classic double duelist. But I'm really looking forward to see really which direction these teams decide to go.
I'm gonna guess a team comp right off the bat. You know what?
All right,
I'm gonna guess it.
Let's hear it.
All right, we're gonna go Viper,
Okay.
Reyna.
All right.
I'm gonna go Killjoy. So Viper,
Okay.
Reyna, Killjoy,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go with a Harbor
Okay.
and a Sova.
Sova, yeah. Well, okay. Sova, I think, kind of a lock in. Sova. We see Sovas all the time on Icebox. It's kind of a need. However, double controller with the walls and the Reyna and the Killjoy, no Sage. It's going to be interesting to see if we do see any Sages here. Have you seen Sage get used less and less? And as I was mentioning earlier, that Barrier Orb can get replaced with the Cove, and there is the Jet. There is Reyna's from both teams. Hover, Talon goes for the Jet. Ketsu for the Reyna. J-Roll for the Reyna. Jet, Reyna, double duelist on both teams, exactly as I predicted. And there's your Killjoy. Zenitsu and Dom both going to be locking the Killjoy. There's the Sova from Kawhi. Karn looking to maybe head for that Viper, but I don't know. Looks like your double controller read just wasn't quite right.
A little bit off, but hey, a Jet's the same as a Harbor, right? It's close enough. You got smokes.
Okay.
You got someone that can kill the other team.
Maybe a little bit of coping here, but we've all.
Hey, so okay. Oh, here's something.
Uh-huh.
Clouds, the cloud burst, right? The cloud burst smoke. That's water vapor.
So
And the
anyway,
water
looks like
vapor-
we will have a Viper on both teams here. Karn locking it in, and Neb hovering another Viper. And with that, it looks like we might actually be rocking mirror comps. Exactly, not sure if we were expecting this on Icebox. I know for sure I was not expecting a mirror comp to come out, but there's that Reyna Jet double duelist. So I think, based on how that last map went, the fact that we have a Killjoy to hold a lot of control now, the fact that we have that double duelist, I want to see some aggressive, fun pushes, some Sova utility timed with the Reyna Lear, timed with the Jet Dash. I think we're going to have a really fun match.
Yeah, and I'm very adamant about Killjoy. I think Killjoy is a must-have for this map. There's so many angles that her turret can cover, that her alarm bot can cover, so it's really,
100%.
really big. let's say you put that turret there. I know there's one spot that I believe Zeta was playing this turret, and it was all the way back by like the spawn, by CT spawn, and it covers kitchen push out, it covers halls, it covers mid. It's pretty broken. So I'm curious to see if we're gonna see that one there, but it's all going to be a fingers crossed for NBT to stay alive in this one.
100%. And, a little bit of banter always coming out between these two teams. You always love to see it. Looks like they're going to be going for the 5 ghosts on the side are right above. And the other side, NBT just rocking that, a little bit of a varied buy. Talon rocking that Sheriff. But now heading into the first round, kind of a defaulty look from both teams. And there goes Talon on the rope. Into nest, just like I wanted. Yep, zooming in. Killjoy is gonna back off a little bit after dropping and maybe even recalling some utility. However, looks like they are gonna be pivoting towards B. That is 3 players walking up B main, looking for some execution. Neb swings out, saying, "I'm not done after buy, and I'm getting one on Karn." J-Roll finding the enemy. Reyna Neb finds a second on Zenitsu. That's both the mid players down, and sure they have space towards B, but the spike is in mid, and there's no one to get it for you. They're completely rotating towards mid now, not even by choice, by force. This has been a very interesting start of the round indeed.
I think we kind of are picking up right where we left off, where we have no clue what's happening, and I don't think the players do either. That accidental teleport now to leaving that bomb and spawn after making all of that space up B, but it looks like they still will be able to reclaim it as NBT. Maybe not aware of where those players were going as they were cutting noise, but there's the turret contact, so that might be a little bit of a giveaway as this bomb will get tapped
30
shortly.
seconds left.
And there goes Evolution, gonna go for the plant through the nano swarm. HP down to just a sliver, but gets the spike down, escapes with their life. We've seen that time and time again on Icebox. The spike plant's being punished. J-Roll swings out from yellow, finds the kill onto Dom, finds the overheal as well, brings it now to a 3v3 post plant. Adam gonna tap it. Neb gonna go for more. Shocktrap finds one. J-Roll finds another. Now Talon, an impossible 1v3 with a spike ticking. Gonna try to make it possible and prove me wrong, but not enough HP, time, or the angle to do it. Kwai finds the kill as J-Roll wraps around, and with that, Rain above, they're continuing their dominance from the first map.
I have a question for you. Do you think that Talon with 500 HP there would be able to win that fight in that 1v3?
I don't know. Rain above, they were looking good. J-Roll wrapping around with that Sheriff. He hits a headshot, 160, another one, 320, another one, 480. I don't know. Talon had a really tough spot to try to win that.
Plus, you got to defuse. I mean, there is all of those factors that keep going in. And Rain above, like you said, seem to be dominating right kind of where they came from. But I'm curious to see if this is something that Rain above is just dominant with on attack-wise, because we did see NBT seem to have the upper hand on this defense, and Evolution's aware of that. Talon will fall, but are they aware of the another one?
Yep, and there they go. Ketsu's just gonna run away. Looks like they dragged a lot of players early B with that Aldrone fake in main. Evolution's able to find 2 easy kills off the back of that. Kawhi's just waiting for Dom in mid as well. Great awareness there to get the only lurking player. Evolution going for more, finds Neb. J-Roll finds Adam. That's exactly where you want to be if you're right above. A flawless round. That is 5 big kills. 2-0. We're going to round 3.
Yeah, and that is beautiful by Rain above. They don't lose anyone, which means not only do they, have this bonus, but it consists of a rifle and a Guardian, and you're talking 3 Spectres that could be very, very explosive, especially in some close quarters. So I think that's really, really efficient for them to not lose anyone there. And of course, maybe it's not by their choice to not lose anyone, but NBT, they're struggling just a tad. They're forcing up these rifles here. The question is, can they convert it into picks? Can they get themselves an upper hand?
100%. You see Dom is pushed off their hold here. Just a great spam from Talon. Gonna catch up J-Roll, but it's not gonna be enough. Oh my god, Evolution! That is absolutely disrespectful. Through the wall, I believe, just finds the Guardian shot. Takes down the enemy jet. Evolution is killing themselves as they hit this alarm bot. Dom gonna shut it down, but J-Roll all the way through kitchen finds the kill on Ketsu. This misses out. The turret brings them out to 18 HP. One more turret spray and they're dead. But Karn, great Spectre spray. My Spectre does not do that. Adam is gonna fall. Now the plant is down. Spike has been planted for a while. A 4v2. Spectre will go brrr, I guess Adam says, and I don't blame him for saying that. Very understandable reaction to that amazing shot by Karn. Here we go though. Dom is all the way in mid. Looks like they
Last
maybe even
player
trying to save
standing.
this gun. Quai's gonna go for some more.
No, it's
But Dom
up.
just
Turret
finds Karn
destroyed.
walking out from under the 2 position. And you know, 1v3 just gonna go for a save. So that's 2. Tries not to let that happen. Dom gets a 3K though. Finding all these kills as they get hunted down. Kawhi is gonna swing out.
One enemy
Gonna give it
remaining.
a 4K. J-roll. Looks like they're gonna not give away that low HP ace to Dom. But honestly, right now, it doesn't matter how many kills the enemy team gets. You win 3 rounds in a row, you're feeling good.
Feel their pulse.
Hey, that was an ace if that turret kill comes off, and I was silently chanting in my head for a turret kill because I just think it's funny when people
We
die
love
to
turret
utility.
kills. Turret kills are great.
But you know, NBT, they do a nice job, and Dom gets some nice cleanup kills over towards the end of the round. I mean, yeah, he's on this team for a reason. He don't miss. He don't miss.
Yep.
He's shooting back, and now they just need to do that before the bomb goes down and before they're on the backhand in a 1v4.
100%, and there we go. Recon bolts exchange to the sky as we've seen so many times before. Evolution though, that attacking op is
Here.
gonna find the first kill. That first hole into the site. And with that, look at that movement coming in as well. Everyone is aware. Look at Evolution. Jumping down before the turret even sees it. Is so aware. However, misses the shot. Kwai gonna find the enemy Sova on site as the spike goes down, but 5 HP now for Evolution. They're really struggling with how they want to handle this. We have a double flank potentially coming out from the 2 duelists. Pops the tailwind, but look at this. They're gonna be onto the crosshair. No, jumps up almost into it. Evolution deciding to let the Vandals, the guns that have more variability, handle it. Ketsu though, saying you can't handle me. Finds one, but the other 2 are gonna be shut down. And here we see Dom. A 1v4. Dom, I've never seen this situation any time recently. Gonna run away into mid with the Vandal, but maybe looking for exits here. Swings out. Zenitsu gonna walk into the crosshair. However, this time Zenitsu is gonna be the killjoy that is shooting. Finds the kill onto Dom, and that is 4 rounds in a row for Rain Above on, wait a second, NBT's map.
Oh, that's not good. I mean,
Not at all.
not intended. That's for sure. And NBT, they are struggling here, but you have to just kind of assume that it's off the back of the fact that they don't have any ultimates yet. They haven't gotten those picks, and right above, they're not letting them get any. There are just no kills that are going their way. So does that become a question of why is Rain Above's attack so strong? What can NBT, excuse me, do to kind of adapt to that? And I didn't even know that was a spot. That's good. I'm using that one now.
Yeah, great updraft from Evolution to get some early information. Probably how they got that first pick in the last round. If I had to guess, that we weren't able to see, but happened so fast that I didn't even realize it happened for a second. Here goes Karn though. Going to use that Viper wall, use that toxic screen to get in a toxic off angle and be made. But look at Talon there, ready. J-Ro walks right into the crosshair as they were trying to contact up Kawhi. Couldn't trade from high up in the sky. And Karn now walking up B. 1 Killjoy walking up mid. Looks like they could be pivoting here. That kitchen control has been taken. Looks like the Killjoy might be running into the turret though. However, what is that? Zenitsu gonna look out the window. Zenitsu gonna find the kill on Ketsu all the way in spawn. That kill was so far. However, the Viper gets the other Viper. Karn's lurk onto B is finally gonna be punished. Now a 3v3, but they're playing 3v4. Sorry, excuse me. But the Spike stuck on the B side alone and not a lot of space. Ned throws that orb. Kawhi responds with a shock dart. Not really gonna find the value it needs. A nanostorm coming in as well from the mid position, but look at Zenitsu still playing this kitchen
30 seconds
position.
left.
Finally, looks like they're gonna run into the turret and destroy it. However, this round has been back and forth.
And look at this ultimate that's available by Rain Above. I could very well see that plant or that ult go down.
HP barely escapes with just a little bit HP down to 1 for the
Enemy
decay.
remaining.
However, the
10
spike
seconds
is
left.
not gonna go down. Kwai finds 1, Dom finds another. Kwai in a 1v2. Hunter's Fury online, Recon Bolt online. What the time? He is out of time. And with that, the 1v3, not even gonna go for it, saves the gun, and NBT gets
Standing
on the
ahead.
board on their own map. Surprising it took this long, but they did it.
And honestly, I would have loved if Kawhi actually went in for those kills. They're chilling on economy. They have this
agree.
advantage. Sure, I guess you could give the Viper pit up, but look how broke they are. You could maybe
Yeah.
get 1 or 2 rifles down here that they wouldn't have going into this next round. Of course, right above, they have a game plan, and if they're going to stick to it, and that's to play passive towards that post plant, so be it. But I want to start seeing them use some of their alts as they are stacking up on just a few.
Yep, and there goes that Blaze Storm all the way onto the top of Tube Evolution. Going for those early angles, but Talon saying, you're not the only Jet that can opt to Evolution. Gets an early pick onto J-Roll there. And oh my god, Ketsu saying they're not going to get caught out in the deep spawn position again. Finds the kill into Evolution, this time not into, but on top. Talon, another shot. This one's going to be missed. However, it is down to a 3v5 for the side of side of RA, excuse me, and Zenitsu gonna find another kill onto Ketsu. There is the lockdown, but only 30 HP and a 3v4. Lockdown is going to be attempted. Talon gets caught trying to walk out towards the screen side. Karn gets a kill. Here comes the spike down. Great way to get them back into this round so far. Bring this to a 3v3 post plant.
Yeah, but you could see this Killjoy ultimate invested back, and yeah, there it is.
There it is. The Hunter's Fury canceling it out immediately.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be the utility that you want in this scenario, and had NBT had their Sova ultimate, it would have been a different story as well, but looks like now it's still post plant is the name of the game. So, oh, there are some shots there, and now it's just down to one player.
Wow.
Never mind, there's a Molly.
What a snake bite from Karn. Gonna find the 3k final kill on Eb, and I mean, they brought that from a 3v5 to a 2v0. If I'm someone watching and if I'm a fan of Rain Above, I am not complaining about that in the slightest.
Yeah, Rain Above doing a great job. They had an idea, and it was to use those ultimates in that post-plant scenario. They realized, hey, NBT, they're forcing up this round. It's okay to use a bunch of our ultimates because even if we get that money, even if we do that economy damage, we still have a really, really nice chance to win this round with shock darts, with snake bites, with these ultimates, and this is anyone's game for at least Rain Above, as they are in control of it, and NBT, they are just searching for a round where they can actually find an opening.
100%, and this time they're going to be executing off the early out drone instead of faking off of it. Looks like they do have 4 players here, kind of further back on B though. They were not played by the earlier fake Evolution though. Gonna find the wall bang over the tip of the Viper's wall through the plumes of the smoke. Finds another onto Adam. 2 big kills to bring this hole into the map. Bring the hole into the defense. Neb throws a snake bite. Gets a bit of chip damage, but it's just gonna be stuck through. Oh, here goes Karn. However, Evolution has his back. Gets a 3k onto Dom. And is going for more. Ketsu gonna find a trade onto Karn. The spike is actually gonna be tapped by Neb as well. There is a Lear util exchange left and right. No HP left for Neb. Gonna fall to the Phantom of Quiet. Now Ketsu 1v4, 1 against the world. Evolution is gonna miss the shot. Doesn't care. Go back in with a classic. Doesn't find the kill. Actually falls the Kawaii. Shock dart not finishing it off, but the Phantom will. And with that, we are down to 6-1 scoreline.
And judging off of this first map, this is not how I was expecting the second one to go. I thought we might have that little back and forth as we've been seeing, but NBT, they're struggling even just to get going here, and I think it is because Rain Above, they are just dominant on this attack half, and it's going to be a very, very big problem for NBT to kind of fix whatever problem is going on. I mean, maybe a timeout here would have been something that is plausible, but it seems like Rain Above, they're sticking with their plan, and that's just go with it until it goes wrong.
I mean, yeah, they seem super committed to just sending it down this B main, as they did last round with that Aldrone. Ned is going to be playing this far back position, kind of alone on this side, as they've been so many times before, having a hard time just doing all their own. Look at that Evolution in the sky with the Operator, looking for the picks they were getting last round, but it's not enough J-roll. Meanwhile, gonna take down Dom as Ned backs up in that snowman position. Why? Gonna send a shot that out, just a bit of spam, but the spike is gonna be planted with no contest. So a 4v5. Zenitsu gonna kill Adam, but Talon immediate trade with the Blaze Storm. Ned though gets one. However, J-roll immediate trade. Trades are just going in left and right. Talon shutting down J-roll. Now the Blaze Storm is looking good. However, as I say that, Karn says my gun is looking better. Just a Guardian in the hands of Ketsu. Recon Bolt destroyed before the scan. However, looking left, looking right. 2 players to fight. Only 1 person to do it. Ketsu falls to Kawaii. And with that, that is 7-1 for the team that already has the map lead.
Yeah, and I think that maybe the struggle you can see on the leaderboard, it's not, I don't want to put it all on one player, but I am going to say that you do want all of your teammates to be helping you out to the best of their ability, and right now it looks like NBT maybe not getting the most value that they could out of Adam. That being said, that's a very, very easy fix. All you got to do, play off of your Sova a little bit more. You have that information. Your duelist is going to go in, and Adam will trade you. That's just the initiator way, but it's just struggle buses. He's always coming in from A. Always happens to be on the wrong site, but Talon will fall early once again.
Okay, we're trying to get aggressive. Wow! Amazing shot in a jumping Ketsu. I don't even know how J-Roll saw that. I'm not even sure I saw what just happened. That brings it to a 5v3. Not a lot of HP for Zenitsu, but it doesn't matter. The spike is planted. The snake bite misses. And Evolution knocks the elbow off Adam. No recombo speed shot from that elbow. Kwai kills Neb. And Rain Above, they're looking good. They want to show people that, their loss was a fluke. They deserve to still be with this amazing record. They're just shooting, and they're not getting shot back. Dom with the Sheriff looking for something. J-Roll jumping out. Gonna actually give up a kill, give up a gun, but it doesn't matter. Evolution shuts it down. So nasty with that attacking operator. That brings us to our 10th round, and I don't know, Random Puck's on a roll. I kind of want to time out here for NBT. Maybe even 5 rounds ago.
Yeah, there it is. It's finally coming, but
maybe they heard me.
Maybe they did, but I also called for it a few rounds ago, and they must not have heard me. So you gotta speak to them magically and say, "Hey, step it up a little bit, win a round somehow." But hey, if they don't want to win, that's on them. Right? That's on them. It's just up to them if they want to put in that effort, make that game change. But that was a dirty shot by J-Roll.
Oh yeah.
Was that a pre-fire, or was that just?
I mean, I don't. Maybe they saw a pixel that I didn't see of a jumping Reyna. Just got shot, and yeah, that was just insane.
Yeah, I gotta see this again, because I just don't even know if that was pure luck and just pre-firing, or if there was a spot saw. So
J-Roll gets the one on Talon early on, and then just
I don't know.
I don't know. It seemed like they were full blind the whole time. That was just skill.
Either way, either the reaction time or the pre-fire, either one is insane.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, well, yeah, that's just the quality of player we got here today. And I'm not surprised that NBT is struggling when plays like that by J-Roll are being made. But NBT, I think that I want to see their adaptation go for this Killjoy over on this B side, or playing aggro on this B. So I definitely like what they're doing now to switch it up. But is it a little bit too late? That's the question. Yeah, you're down 1-8. There's only a few rounds left in this half. Even if you start to come back, you're still down 8-4.
Yeah, that's their best case scenario for the half, which is not a position you're going to want to be in. However, I see Talon picking up that operator. Found a little bit of success before, hoping to find some more with it this time. Looks like they're going to completely pivot towards that A site, though. Talon, yep, that operator just going to be in the wrong spot. That aggression going to be in the wrong spot. They have 4 players towards B. And Rain Above said you called a timeout. You're probably worried about your B site. Don't worry, A is ours as well. And J-Roll running towards screens. Kills Dom up in rafters. Viper Pit comes in as well as the spike goes down. We see all 4 players from NBT making a desperate run back on the CT side, wanting a second kill. Talon deciding to make the smart play. Drop the operator, no matter how painful it is, but you can see that your feet, your toes are exposed. The card's gonna take a hit of that. Neb finds 1, but Kawhi finds 2 of their own. Now a 1v4 for Adam. Adam's struggling to get some kills so far. He's gonna be able to catch Karn out, but Spike is taking, looks like it's probably gonna be a save. Never mind, J-Roll not even allowing them that opportunity. Adam falls. 9-1 scoreline.
Adam got his 1.
Adam got their one. Adam got on the board.
What can you expect? What can you expect? What can you ask of this man? He got his 1. He did his part. But it's unfortunate that right above they have that read. I mean, it's a simple read and a complex read in itself. It's, hey, we called the timeout. We're changing something up. So looks like you guys are gonna change something up too. So they just change it up to A, and the B hold now a little bit different. And now the question is, Where's that eye going, I guess, is the question.
Yeah, Lear got stuck a little bit there, but Evolution, no Talon. You're not gonna die to the operator again. Evolution with that aggressive operator just gonna shut down Talon's initial peak. Evolution's been looking so good with that operator, just holding it down, not allowing any space control. But I actually love this. They started off A, Evolution, quick operator kill, uses their utility to get away, and now they're just kind of playing it slow, maybe looking for some aggression, knowing that the enemies are going to be in a 4v5 and need some kills to even it out.
And I love how that alarm bot went out while that Viper smoke was up, because then you can't actually see that it's there, and that's free information that you're gathering, knowing that they don't cross over. So yes, they could be in 2, but that's what your turret's for. So luckily, that will at least Noise B main will kind of tell them, hey, we're going B main, by the way, if you didn't know already. So that'll at least give them the tip.
The way Rain Above is shooting right now, the way J-Roll is shooting, it doesn't matter if they tell them where you're going. If you try to fight us, we'll just kill you. There we go. Alarm bot gets taken down. Placed on the other side of the Viper wall, but the plant is not stopped. And I think that's what NBT needs to do. They need to stop a couple spike plants if they want to, have some more defensive control with Evolution. We've seen him hit that shot so many times. The exact same spot. Gets the kill onto Ketsu. Brings it down to a 5v3 post-plant scenario. There comes the Nanostorm to try to take some space. Tailwind pop from Evolution, expecting to swing out here. Dom gets one, Adam gets another, but Adam immediately traded by Zenetsu. Great awareness for that flank there. Evolution, a rare miss. Neb, gonna find the kill on Karn, bring it to a 2v2. Just goes to the Blaze Thrower's dead. Finish my op isn't hitting. My Blaze sorely will. Gets the 4K, gets the double-digit rounds. And with that, it's not looking good for NBT whatsoever.
During the pre-match lobby, we were having some fun little talks with Evolution, and we were like, oh, he said something, oh, we're gonna call him bad on stream now, and it's pretty tough to do that considering he's 14-5. He just got a 4K. He's been opping the world here, and Rain Above is winning 10-1, so it's kind of tough to call a player bad, or at least make fun of them just for a little bit with how well they're doing.
Yeah, a little bit of shenanigans in the first match turns into a lot of shooting in this match. They're going from 27-15, so far 14-5, but Kawhi kind of like an unsung hero, I would say. 14-2-2, 7 KD since they were 7-1, They've been shooting as well, and it's just not allowing any kind of aggression, any kind of hope for NBT. Your best case scenario now is to be down 10-2 heading into the second half. Looks like they are kind of holding towards B. They do have a very aggressive push up there from Talon into Nest. The other jet's going to be wrapped around completely. Do they see? I'm not sure. I don't know. Are they? I think Evolution's aware. Look at that. Holding it with the off. He's going to find the pixel they need onto Talon. I think they probably saw not more than 2 pixels to get that kill. That's such a tight angle. So unfortunate. Meanwhile, at B, there is going to be some aggression. Neb going to get tagged up just a wee bit. There is a rotate towards B as well. Meanwhile, Dom going to find Zenitsu all the way over towards mid. What a kill with the shock dart. J-Roll not having the HP to tank it. Adam shock dart finally finding the value he wants to lose this Ketsu. Ketsu is so aware. They died there once. They're never dying to that angle again. They got that dink onto the Viper, bring down the HP, but oh my god, Kawhi. Oh my god, you can't be stopped. Just a Hunter's Fury getting the kill on the enemy Soba. Meanwhile, Karn finds a kill as well. There goes Evolution, gliding over the Viper snake bite. Goes for the plants. Kawhi not letting the spike planter get into any danger. Finds the kill onto Neb. Everyone is looking so good. The hope for NBT is Ketsu with this Guardian. We've seen this before, playing retake on the side. Recon boat. Ketsu looking for it, but the recon boat not going to see Ketsu back and give it that eye contact. Evolution just jumps around with the up like they can because they are hitting those shots.
Switching
and I don't know. All I see is ones at the top of the scoreboard, but it's not as even of a game as you might think heading into the second half.
Yeah, so Rain Above is just cracked, especially Kawhi. That Hunter's Fury was absurd.
It's insane.
Just having the awareness.
Wow.
Hello. Why? Can we check? Can we check their PC? Can we make sure they're not cheating
real
or
quick.
whatever? Because that intuition was crazy, and just to follow it up, was that a shock dart from Adam? I think that was also a nice Sova play. So we got a little bit of duel of the Sovas there, but Rain Above, they're just coming out on top every single round, and NBT cannot find the answer. So it becomes, hey, we got a new pistol, new half, right? Surely we can't let the next two fall as well, right?
And I want to see now. I want NBT to show me why they picked this map, because so far we haven't seen it. We haven't seen these set plays either that I was hoping for when they choose a map pick, such as the way they did. But look at this double flank gonna come out mid as they're gonna play 4 players up contact. But look at this Dom swings out from Grouch, but Evolution staring them down. Talon tries to dash the way out of danger. Kawhi's gonna find one. Everyone is lit up, but Kawhi finds a second, looking so good. Neb,
Bullseye.
2 of their own though.
Player standing.
Kawhi finds a third. Adam
Spike
finds
down
one, but
A.
is killed by Kuwait. And you know, Kawhi is just looking so good. Kawhi is 19-2, ladies and gentlemen. Sends out that recon bolt. That spike never went down. However, pretty much everyone is a 1-shot to a Sheriff, maybe 2-shot to a Ghost. Neb gonna be walking up Kawhi. Sinetsu playing very close to each other. The angle. Is the angle gonna be there? The turret gonna give them the initial info, and there goes. Oh my God! Kawhi gets the 4K to 1-2. Kawhi's having the game of their life.
So last game it was J-Roll and Evolution, and now it's Kawhi and Evolution, and I guess this is just the benefit of playing Sova on a map like this. You have all that information, but you know, I'm gonna give credit to Zenitsu. That space that is so aware, that allows Kawhi to push with the team, to use that information for an execute as opposed to maybe catching out a lurk is really, really important. So Rain Above, they play this nicely, and now they're going to look to close this one off with a bang. Let's see if they can do it. At least Evolution can, right off the rib.
Yep, that brand new Outlaw gonna find Tetsu's brain and knock it out, and you know, he's going for more. Gets the 140 into Talon. He's not able to convert it, but there you go. Snake Bite gonna come in as well. They're gonna get some space. That is the spike gonna go down in help of the Owl Drone. So, you know, this is the most success I've seen in a round so far. Never mind the spike never went down. I take my words back. Adam gonna find J-Roll on the flank, not allow it to succeed. Evolution messing around with the Outlaw, gets help of Card, and then finds Nev. Low HP all around, but Kawhi finds another. Now it's all down to Adam. Adam falls to Evolution's Outlaw. 3K for Evolution. Closes it out 13-1. And the MB team picks the map, but Rain Above owns the map.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that one for MBT, and you know, it does happen. You kind of just get your game plan read. Somebody, you know, just has a beautiful day like Kawhi, and you are just going crazy. But at the end of the day, you got to mentally reset. You got playoffs coming up, so you may go and fall to 2-0 today, but hey, you capitalized on map 1. You did really, really nicely there. Figure out what your errors are on map 2, and we could very well see them in playoffs with a potential to maybe just bring this one all the way.
Yeah, and you know, I think the scoreboard just says a lot. You know, obviously 13-1, but you know, we mentioned J-Roll being the strong player in the first map. They're third on the KD board now, but Dom's the MVP of NBT, and it's not even going to be nearly as high as J-Roll is. You know, 10-12 versus 11-9. Obviously, Kawhi looking great. Evolution's going to get the MVP, but in my heart, it's going to be Kawhi, the unsung hero of the map initially. Just in the back there, kind of getting all the kills, 21-2, a ridiculous scoreline. You know, if someone goes 21-2 against me in comp, I'm accusing them of smurfing, but these players are all at the top, so you can't smurf. You know, Kawhi is smurfing at the top. What are you going to do? Just great playing all around.
Wait, I didn't even realize it was 21-2 until
21
now.
and 2.
What? And then the 8 first kills from Evolution? Like, that is about what you can ask for, and I'm sure the assists on Kawhi are crazy as well, but it is just insane how much work they kind of put into that execute, that they were just able to keep going and keep winning, and they end this round with a 13-1. So, hey, I'm happy with that if I'm Rain.
I'm not complaining at all if I'm Rain. You know, the duelist just not able to convert, and as it is always with these mirror comps, you know what, Icebox mirror comp, not as common, but it's all about who's really able to kind of take control, take ownership of it, and with that, you know, the duelist did it for Rain Above, and we are going to be heading to a quick short break, but then we will have one of the Rain Above players here for an interview. I'm sure we're going to have a ton of questions to ask them. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. But with that, 2-0, Rain Above. that's the series.
Yeah, that's the series.
Those medical pills all push me over. I kill my fill 3 times a day. These ethanol fumes won't make me sober. One flame to take the pain away. I caught you lighting matches in the back room. Haters look mad when they pass you. Let's talk about around when it's past due. Reach a glass, do know you don't gotta fight alone. You don't gotta fight alone. Don't be so personal. Take me out of the I'm going under. Take me out of the I'm going under. All we love, all we done is just sit around wasting our time. Take me out of the rut. I'm going under. Wasting our time. I'm going under. Everyone's seen death in their dreams, but we still wake up and go to sleep. Everyone's seen death in their dreams, but we still wake up from our sleep. I'll be home soon. You don't gotta fight alone. You don't gotta fight alone. stuck inside of these walls with you. I don't recognize who I've turned into. I'm losing hope in getting myself back. Everything around me is starting to turn black. Don't tell me you're hurting again. Tell me how wrong I am. Tell me how it's all my fault. Yeah, I've met my match again. Starting from scratch again. Where is the pleasure in all this pain? Don't you lie to me. Say it's all okay. When it feels like I'm drowning. I hate to say goodbye, but it's time to go. All I need is someone else.
Welcome to the final segment of this amazing series that did not end in NBT's favor. But to talk about the way it worked out for Rain Above, we are joined today by Evolution. Evolution, thank you for coming on. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So Evolution, first question I want to ask is let's go throw back to Bind real quick. And let's talk about that last round. You're on a 2 or 3K, whatever. You pop that tailwind, you go backwards, you're on the B side of the map, the spike is down. What is your thought process when you jump through that TP? And what is your thought process after you end up winning that round?
Okay. So the comms were pretty hectic, like as you can imagine, because it was like 3v2 or something like that. And then people were like dropping, we're getting kills, bombs down, and Alex or Zenitsu was in a bad spot. So I'm trying to dash back to short because I know it's planted for me, and I end up going through the TP, and I swear my heart dropped into my stomach. Because Alex, I already knew he was in like a 50-50 spot. And then when I watched him die and I was still in market, I was like, okay, this round is cooked.
Yeah. And what were the comms like? How did you feel when you hit that shot into the gecko and won that map?
I mean, I was surprised that he even got off. I thought he was gonna stick it. I thought I had a free kill on him, and I mean, not to say it was free, but I ended up getting the kill on him anyways.
Yeah.
But when he was like off the spike, I was surprised,
Mhm.
but was able to pull it off and hit the shot.
Yeah, he actually didn't have enough time to fully stick it. You would have beat him there, so you would have got it just in the nick of time. You would have had that free kill, but as we move on to that icebox, you go from a 13-10 on bind. You're thinking, okay, this is a tough one. They brought a few rounds on our map pick, and then you find a 13-1. So what was the magical inspiration that happened between game 1 and game 2 that just magically made either Kawhi pop off or something happened to that scoreline?
Yeah, I mean, he definitely showed up. I don't know where it came from. Not to like diss him or anything, but we haven't really played with him. He doesn't play too often anymore, and he just came out and he showed up. I think after we got round 3, the other team was already in their head being down 1-0, and then losing a bonus is just like terrible for your mental. And then we just kept stacking up rounds. And I think it just snowballed from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're in that mental situation, it's so hard to come back from 100%. Now you mentioned Kawhi, not someone you usually play with a lot. Were you guys running subs today?
Yeah, so we had two, Carno and Kwai. Kwai's always been with us. He's more of like the behind the scenes guy. He helps us prepare for matches. Sort of like an analyst role, but he's also obviously a super talented player. And
Yeah.
Carno is here because we lost one of our teammates. So we're trying to find a fit that sticks, and obviously he came in and he did his job.
Mhm.
So
Well, Kawhi coming in going 21-2 on that clutch roll of the Sova on Icebox. I mean, is there talk maybe? Maybe you go back after this, you look back at that VOD and say, Kawhi, you're a permanent player in the squad now. Maybe Kawhi's that fifth man you need or no?
I don't. That's a question above my pay grade. I don't think I
Above
can
your
really
pay
say
grade.
anything yet. Yeah, I think
That's
we'll
fair.
we'll have
That's
to talk
fair.
about it in private first before we say anything else.
That's fair.
The
Well,
press will
Evolution.
not let me comment.
No comment. Well, Evolution, thank you for coming out. Thank you for an amazing series and amazing gameplay for
For
Ari and
sure,
I
for
to
sure.
pass. And thank you to TitansofTierThree, Nick for producing and observing. Thank you to everyone for coming out. This was a great series, a great couple of maps, and heading into playoffs soon. Looking forward to see where this league goes.
Yeah, I'm really excited for kind of this week, this final week and playoffs. So, thank you, Evolution, for coming in. But at the end of the day, that's going to be it for us. So, we're done for right now. Yeah, unfortunate. But guess what? There's more games. There's more gameplay. So you get to come back. You get to come right back to this Twitch channel, and you get to follow us for the rest of week 8. So until next time, everyone. See ya.
I've never felt more divided than now. Every word that leaves your lips never means how it sounds. You've conquered the best of me, could have just set me free. Games that you play are just second hand. And now I'm beside myself, don't want your fucking help. Let me just go, let me just go. And don't you lie to me. Say it's all okay.